Voila. My beautiful wife is with us today. She's adjusting us, or she's Sturgis is next week. I am so pumped to head out there and hang out. And in this video, I'm going to show you some items, or what I'm going to do to prepare to get these two motorcycles to Sturgis on my trailer. And also, I'm going to tell you what I'm waiting for this motorcycle right here. So in this video, you're going to see me kind of go to the process of my day-to-day in terms of what I'm going to do to get this motorcycle also in the trailer and go. I know you might think that's kind of a simple thing, but for me, it's the first time I've done it. So it's like a first timer kind of doing it. So what I did was I have a biker bar already set up for this motorcycle. So the trailer set up to just set up or to tow one motorcycle. And I bought a second biker bar so I can tow this one. And that's what we're going to start in this video. Also, the final touch for this motorcycle here is an LP6 kit. And I have a Baja Designs kit also coming for the rear. So that's why the bags are off. And the company I went with is LS Fabworks. More on that throughout the video. And as you can see here, I have my work table set up, and that's because I'm actually installing some additional Bamco ARP bolts and ARP hardware onto my motorcycle here. And that's what you're going to see in today's video. The day-to-day, what I'm doing to prepare. I'm taking my F-250, I'm taking my trailer, I'm towing this over there, and I'm doing it by myself for the first time. So I think it'll be a pretty interesting video to show you guys what goes into it from a new timer, right? Or from a first timer, I should say. But don't you love it when you back it up, you get it on the first try? Okay, man, let's bring this bad boy down. Let's see here, did it clear it? Now I can just move the trailer up a little bit. Anyhow, we're about to get this biker bar installed. We're gonna test fit, do a lot of measurements we have to do. If you can see this is my 121 engine that was on my 2023.5 CVO. It barely has 4,200 miles on it or so. Totally stock, everything works, everything's good, but we took it out because in the 153, we ended up using the the SNS cases from SNS because they were just stronger for that kind of, engine size. So if you guys are interested, it is totally for sale. It works perfectly fine. It doesn't have the top covers because we use those for my 153 so that we can kind of keep that CVO look. But yeah, if you want it, it's for sale, totally stock. I'm not gonna ship it. So if you want it, we can work something out, we can meet somewhere, but it is for sale, whoever wants it. And this is the bottom end case you need to put the 135 Screaming Eagle kit on there. So there is that. But if you put a stage 2 on this, if you just put a cam on this bad boy here, with a Thunder Max tuner, you'll be pushing probably a comfortable, reliable 140, 145, 142 horsepower and torque just with the stage 2 on this one, which is a lot for these new motorcycles. So what is a biker bar? This is it. This is a mechanism that you bolt down to your trailer, preferably the frame. Now how it works is you have this bar here and you see these rubber pieces right here. Well, these clamp to your engine frame. So what happens when you bring the motorcycle up, if you notice here, it has some notches that kind of dip down. What it does is it uses the rider's weight along with the motorcycle weight to give it a compression to keep it down, essentially using the rider weight and the motorcycle weight to keep it tightened up with the front and the rear wheel evenly. And what I do additionally is you have these tow hooks up here, or these tie hooks, I should say, and I tighten up the motorcycle from the front. You don't have to do that, but I do it anyways because these are expensive bikes. And let me tell you, I went from Houston to Miami and back with no problem at all. It works great. So we're gonna install the second one, probably somewhere around this area right here. And I'm gonna take all of this out. These are leftover parts I have for my 2023.5 CVO, and we're gonna install it here. So essentially we're gonna have the OG right here, which is the name of the new CVO, more on that later. And here, we're gonna have my Turbo Road Glide. All right, here it is. Voila. I don't know why, I thought it was gonna be heavier. So you see there, what you saw was looking down. I was just making sure that the bar was parallel, so that way it engaged evenly. So that's why I was kind of looking down. But that's pretty much all it is, and it doesn't go from there. So now the real work starts. I have to, I guess, give it a test fit up here, see where the bike's kind of be, and just take some measurements from there. I'm moving the turbo around, and let me turn this volume down. And my logic is, I'll just pull it up there and see what how it'll fit. That turbo, y'all. I think right here is good. I actually think I could move it a little bit more to the wall, but if I put it here, I don't see, my main concern is this, but the saddlebag and the crash bar clears it. So if I'm right here, then these two motorcycles will stand here. So I'm just gonna dip it to the side slowly. Yep, I'm not gonna hit anything. And yeah, I'm not even hitting anything here. So let me just, yep, it's still in gear. Make sure I'm not messing up my stuff, any movement here. But this is the nerve-wracking part that I wasn't looking forward to. But it looks like it's standing there, or staying. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab the biker bar and kind of angle where I'm gonna put it, because I don't want it any further than this. So looking at the back tire, yeah, I kind of got space there. Let me just show you what I'm talking about here. So from my end, it looks like it's gonna hit, but look, we are close. But with it being straight up, it won't be. So the biker bar will be about right here, I predict. And for measurements, the tire is several inches off the lip here. And I guess it's kind of parallel to this tow hook down here, which will make my job easier for reference. When you order your biker bar, this is what you get. And in terms of the model, because I have different ones, this one is MC2301. That's like for the baggers, right? So when you get it, you basically get this. You get some back plates that you put under your trailer, which are these here. The lid is coming down on me. You get those back plates, you get the biker bar itself, and then you get the locking mechanism. Now also, this is adjustable by height, by moving these bolts right in here, actually right here, two here, and then these two down there. You can adjust the height. I have them all the way up, and that's perfect for the height of my baggers with the suspension that I have. It comes with instructions here, but it's pretty simple. So now what I have to do is I have to mock this up and then start drilling holes. I got the measurements I needed, so what I did was I installed the biker bar onto my Road Glide, and then with the biker bar mechanism itself, I put it under the bike and I lined it up to get this line right here, and that line is going to where it's lined up, so where I make the holes. And I'm just gonna back up the motorcycle now, and I'm gonna make one test drill hole and hope that it goes in the frame, and then we'll take it from there. So now I'm just gonna back this bad boy up. All right, so let me go ahead and take the bike off, or back it up, I should say. Nice and easy. Tell you what, these new trailers with all these little slopes and options make loading your motorcycle up and down that little angle got me. Make it loading your motorcycle very easy. Okay, I'm making my final measurements here. I already measured like 3 or 4 times, and I'm gonna do a test drill right here to see what that looks like. Oh. My beautiful wife is with us today. She's adjusting us, or she's adjusting herself. But she is gonna basically, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. You just told me as soon as I got home to come up here.
Okay, so I'm gonna go underneath.
For you while you go underneath?
Yes, that's what we're gonna do.
Like we did up there?
Yeah, same thing. See?
Cool.
My number one.
That's because I listen.
All right, and before we start, we test fit the motorcycle. I am adjusting the height of this, I guess, mechanism here. And it's pretty simple. You just get this, what is this, 9/16. And you just take 2 bolts from each side. And what you do is, and I'll show you, here is the mechanism, right? So it comes all the way on top. So all I'm doing is moving this bolt down here, and that gives me the needed height. So from the back side, it looks like this. And in terms of the bolt, it kind of has a square finish or foundation. And so I'm just gonna put this here and then just bolt it down, and that gives me the height that I need for the suspension on my bagger. So while I'm down here, I forgot to mention that on the actual brace, you have 2 adjustments. You have 2 on the bottom and 2 holes on the top. So I'm just putting these on the 2 top holes, and then we're gonna screw them in, and that will give us the perfect height that we need for the suspension on my bagger. So for all you guys, I think the stock suspension will work on this one here, and or probably the little notch before, but you definitely need to bring these up. Let me know if you guys like these ratchet wrenches. They're freaking awesome. Let's give this bad boy its first try. A big thank you to my wife again for coming and helping me out. So let's see if we can do it on the first chance. First try, I mean. And just like that, we are locked in. Oh man, I don't know if this dipped or not. I don't know if you tell me if it dipped, but I feel, you know what? This looks good and it feels good, but I feel that we could probably move it down 1 notch to adjust it the right way. Let me get the camera to let you know what I'm talking about. All right, so this is what I mean here. It's locked in, and the bike is not moving anywhere, as you can see. But I feel that maybe, since these adjustments are so small, I can bring this one down just 1 little tad there, and maybe it'll help lock in just a little bit better. But in terms of the bike, it's really not moving much. Look at these. So I'm gonna bring this one down just a tad and see if it makes a difference. Our mystery solved. This is the perfect fit for this. So no need to adjust it. It was actually pretty good. Man, I had to take a break because I was getting a little dizzy because I'm hungry and I was dehydrated, but now I'm good. So now that we installed the B&W biker bar hitch on this one here, this is the setup, and there's a lot of space here. I could probably fit a comfortable Softail here, I think. Even down here, all the way up here, I think I could fit it. But anyhow, the next step is, essentially we're done, but we're gonna go the extra step, and we're gonna make sure that everything is good, because this motorcycle here is beautifully painted. This awesome paint set from Advent Black is beautiful as well, and I don't want any issues or anything to scratch. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna install some tie downs right around here. But I'm leaving these motorcycles here so I can know what I have to work with and what I can't work with per se. And then I'm just gonna mark where I'm gonna put these tow hooks down and start drilling and installing them. These are the ones that I'm gonna use. They're the same ones that are already on my trailer, and I I think they look great. I got them from Amazon for like, I don't know, 40 or 60 bucks. I got 4 of them. But it's nice because this kit actually came with the drill bit with the circular saw that you're going to need to make sure that you can get this installed. And I wanted to do that, and I'm happy it came with it because I don't have to go to Lowe's or Home Depot and figure that out. So I got my silver marker here, so let's take some measurements. Well guys, I was using this one here, but apparently I smoked it out. Let me go ahead and I guess this one's going to the trash now. Smoking a little too much here. See that? Man, I am beat, y'all. I am beat. This heat is kicking my 47-year-old butt. Anyhow, let me get the camera and show you the finished product, because now we can comfortably tow, we can comfortably tow these 2 motorcycles here. My All-American 200 horsepower bike and my Trask turbo built bike that also has a bunch of power. I think combined here is between this one and this one, we got over 400 horsepower right here. Okay, so from this angle, this is what it looks like. I got to clean up my floor here, but this is what it looks like. And I lined it up with the back one over there with the back tow hook, and this one here already tested. So if I want to go from a lower triple tree there down to the anchor point, I can. And if I want to do it around the brake system or around the fender area right there, I can. And same thing with this side here. I already test fitted it and it works perfect. And now we are set. We're set to go to Sturgis. And man, just look at this. Let me get out of the sun because man, it is hot. I'm dripping sweat. I had to change shirts out because the other one smelled like, you know, when you wash some clothes, but it doesn't dry correctly, if it's like mildew and stuff. So I had to change, but I'm going to change all of this. Anyhow, that's it for today's video. In terms of where I'll be in Sturgis, let me tell you for sure, August 5th, I was accepted to go to the Trask Performance invitation only bike show. So what that means is that, you know, I had to basically, where everybody that wants to go, I'm at the show, excuse me, I'm like losing my words here, so hot. Anybody that wants to compete or put their bike in that show, you have to submit your paperwork over to Trask, to their website. They get your pictures, your specs of your motorcycles, whatever you're willing to share, and then they're gonna give you the thumbs up, send you the invite or not. So I believe there's only like 20 or 25 motorcycles per class, and I think there's only 3 classes. So I'm really excited. I'm really blessed to have been selected for the first Trask Performance bike show. The one that will be there is the All-American engine build, the 153 that Jace from the Fast Life Garage painted for me. So I'll be there. That's August 5th from 11 to 4. Also August 2nd, I'll be at the Superdome, at the Superdome with Shifter Crew, the Shifter Crew bike show there. It's from 4 p.m. till 7:30, and I'll possibly be there the next day because it's like a Shifter Crew show slash Left Lane Syndicate show as well, so I'll be there. And of course, there's some V-Twin Visionaire shows that I'll be going to as well. And of course, I'll be riding around town. I like the whole area. I'm really excited. I'll be showing you guys a bunch of the vendors, companies that I support that I think are amazing. I am gonna close the shop, put up my tools, and I am gonna go inside and take a nice shower, get all of this gunk off me, and rest because I'm pretty beat. The LS Fabwork lights didn't get here. It's, you know, it's around, I don't know, 6 o'clock or so in the afternoon. They haven't got here yet, so that'll be in the next video. But as soon as I get those, I'm gonna install them and I'm gonna show them to you guys. So anyhow, love to you guys. See you guys later. I'm beat, but it's gonna be awesome.